Oh, hello. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you may be. And welcome to this very first video edition of the Jackass Cast, brought to you by Corner Gas Fan Corner, or www.cornergasfan.com. That's how you can find it on your Googleator. Now, I do apologise that we're coming to you in Grottioscope, but I don't have the technical hoofa-doofery to make it look all pretty and have all little clicky things knocking about the place. I only say hoofa-doofery because somebody on Twitter liked it, and I thought it might catch on, so I say it far more often than I ought to. But, you know, tell your friends and where you found it. So, when describing all your technical gadgetry. So anyway, why are we here? And why are we doing a video for a change? It's not so I can just bring you my pretty face. Because I know your screen is probably just cracked, so I apologise that, but legally you can't send me the bill for that. I do apologise. But we have a very exciting week ahead of us for us Corner Gas fans. October the 12th on CTV in Canada, we have the premiere of the all-new Season 3 of Corner Gas Animated. And this last week we've had a few of the cast showing up on different shows and radio doing interviews, and luckily I gave a big fat envelope full of threepenny bits to the right person, and they let me talk to a few of them, and they let me talk to them all at once, and that has nothing to do with the fact that they wanted to get rid of me as quick as possible, and they didn't admit to that anyway, and I appreciate their lack of honesty. I'm sure that's not the case. I hope it's not. Anyway, so what follows is Zoom. I've never Zoomed before either. I've whooshed a couple of times. I even went splosh once, but I've never Zoomed. So this was a first for me. And joining me on the Zoom, is that the correct way? It's because Zoom is just Skype spelt differently, isn't it? But it was all very fancy. And joining me on the Zoom was Mr. Lorne Cardinal, Mr. Brent Butt, Mr. Fred Ewanuick, and we had a little laugh for half an hour and brought you a little bit of information, hopefully, about more than Fred's toilet habits. So anyway, here it comes. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Good. There's the Brentmeister.
Oh, hello.
What's happening?
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, not bad. Thank
Look at
you.
you all lined up, cute and
Yeah.
snuggly. What kind of guitar do you got behind you there, Lauren?
I got my guitar and Monique's guitar. It's a little, just an acoustic little Oscar Schmidt, well-renowned guitar maker.
You guys could have the whole Ian and Sylvia Tyson thing going.
We could. I'll be Sylvia.
I've got my guitar stand.
Oh.
I have my case over there.
Oh, well, there you are. We're halfway there. We just I'm much better playing a case than I am a guitar anyway. So
Less of a band and more of a yard sale.
yeah, absolutely. How's things with you? All right.
Yeah, all good. No complaints. Other than I've been yammering a lot today. Holy heaven help us! I've been yapping since 4:30.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw the picture. You looked, you must be pooped.
Yeah, but you know, it beats heavy lifting.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've worked harder for less. Yeah.
Hello, Fred.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I was trying to join a different meeting.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, to be honest.
They didn't keep you.
I don't know what's going on. I clicked the link, and then somebody kept denying me. I was trying to get into somebody else's. Fuck off. Oh, pardon my language.
Oh, no, carry on.
All right.
But thank you for joining me, chaps.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, are you well?
Yeah, so far surviving the apocalypse. So doing all right.
Go ahead, show them what you're wearing there, Ian.
I am wearing my.
I could see it already. I know. I noticed right away. Yeah, I got one of those somewhere.
I thought I'd put it on because I wrote about the Howlers. About a year or so ago, and every single day, hundreds of people read it. See, of all the things I've ever written about, that's always top.
Mm-hmm.
I hear rugby's it's becoming popular out here.
Yeah, might catch on over there.
Yeah, we're getting quite good at it, especially during the football games, mostly in the stands. But it was picking up. So, but I'm a bit worried about putting this video on the net actually, because what with the amount, we might break the internet because the amount of handsomeness on show.
All right.
Dial it down. You must be able to dial it down somehow.
Yeah. Filter of some sort.
Have you ever thought of doing a Men of Corner Gas calendar?
Personally, I have not. I can only speak for myself.
Not something I dreamed of, but
no.
I know Eric would want the first 6 months.
I'm trying to think of a worse idea right now.
I think it would. I would sell it like a hotcake, at least, very least. If you did do it, what month would you be, and why?
It would be my birthday's in August, but I would choose a winter month so I could be layered and covered.
Yeah. I would need a.
I would do a winter. Yeah, a winter month that would explain a lot of things.
Yeah.
See, Brent, your birthday is actually the same day as my mother-in-law's, so it's very handy because I remember yours better than I do hers.
Well, that's sad in a way, but I'm glad to be of help. I'm glad to be of assistance.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you for getting me here. I know you've got a lot of questions for me. So please don't fire them all at me at once, but I'll try and get to as many as I can. So season 3, the reason excitement. What have you got in store for us?
Well, it's kind of a boring answer. I would say it's more of the same, because that's always the goal with Corner Gas, right? Is to provide the viewer with more of what they like. So we're not looking to do anything vastly different or crazy or wacky or zany. Mm-hmm. We want to bring more of the Corner Gas world into your homes. That's the idea. And I feel like we've done it, but I do feel like season 3 is the best so far.
Yeah. How many episodes is it this year?
I always get mixed up. It's either 11 or 13 because there's hinky things about the calendar and production, and I can never keep it straight. Somewhere between 11 and 13.
Yeah.
There's a Christmas episode that comes much later than these groups. So is that tied into this, or is it in with the next production batch? It's a whole smarter logistical people than me figure that out.
Oh, right. So are we getting, because last season there were 2 episodes each week, or is that going to repeat this year, or is it just one a week? Because people getting confused.
I know. The premiere is a back-to-back, but I don't know about for the rest of the season. I haven't been told that yet.
I think it's just the premiere that is on October 12th, the back-to-back episodes, and then I think it's one a week after that.
Yeah, excellent. I think a lot of people will like that, because a lot of people concerned because it got through the season so quickly that they're like, oh, but it's all over. We want more. And
well, see, that's where if more people were goalies in hockey like myself and take a few pucks to the head, you just forget. You kind of got the memory of a goldfish. So you watch the season and then just go back and, oh, it's brand new.
Oh, fresh and new.
Yeah.
Do you know how many pucks you've taken to the head, roughly? Is there a medical record?
Thursday.
About as many. I was going to get into politics, but I'm not going to do that. I don't know, but the last, and because of the COVID, I'm not playing beer league this year. But the last game I remember at the end in the room I was in the room after Devo, one of the defensemen. He goes, "Man, I don't know that I've ever played with a goalie that gets hit in the head more than you do." Like at least once a game, I take a puck to the noggin.
Is it like people cheer when it happens? It doesn't.
Yeah.
More
Just
things.
my team. Everyone else goes, ooh, and then my team is like, yeah, maybe we'll get rid of this guy. Sorry, a little Canadiana.
Oh no, absolutely, no, it's good stuff. Is season's a bit later this year. Is that because of what's been going on worldwide? There's been a problem.
Yeah,
technically.
That's the scuttlebutt. If you believe Twitter. Sure. Yeah, that was basically it. It was put off, really because of that, because of the world situation, and it put a lot of things in flux. And the show is important to the network, and they didn't want to throw it out there in the middle of something when they didn't know what was going on. And so, the notion was, as far as I know, because I'm not in on the discussions, they make all those decisions independently. They just decided to begin airing it later.
Yeah, okay. I mean, having that extra bit of time, did that help the production at all? Or did it?
Yeah, it actually really did. We always have a very difficult time turning the whole season around from green light to when we have to deliver. It's very, very tight. I did an animation panel with some guys from Fox and CBS and a couple other places, and they were commiserating how little time they have to turn a show around. It was about 5 times what we have. When I told them how fast we turn it around, they all wanted to talk afterwards. They were like, "What?
You've got the secret somewhere." Did you make any changes in that time? Did you give say, actually this isn't working, we can change that? Did it allow you to make a few different changes to scenes or something, dialogue?
No, it was more a case of like allowing the animators to work at a more human pace, and not like just grind everybody to powder.
Yeah. Is that still being done in Vancouver?
No, the animation is all done in Toronto.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah, it always has. All 3 seasons of Smiley Guy Studios in Toronto. We do pre-production, development, post-production, audio mix and stuff in Vancouver, and half the voice recording, but the animation itself is done in Toronto.
Right. Okay. So just the voice recording, you were working in isolation. Well, a lot of the time. Did you? Was that sort of halfway through production, or you have to change up pretty quickly?
I think it was for all of this most recent season. It's hard. I'm not good with chronology. Do you guys remember when we started kind of not all getting in the room at the same time?
Well, it would have been, so March is when stuff really started going down.
It'd be awesome if you took a puck in the head right now. That would be
as
you were thinking.
It would reset.
Thursday.
My cat puck might fly through frame at some point. She's been acting wiry.
Right behind you.
Oh no, that's Spoon. That's actually our neighbor's cat.
Oh.
I didn't even know she was there. But apparently she lives here now. Our neighbors are aware.
We have the same problem. We've got 3.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Look at it. She just made herself at home.
She did a good Halloween cat stretch behind you while you were talking.
Oh, did she?
She just stood up behind and did the big arched back thing.
Yeah. Buddy. Yeah, it's all about you. You're more interesting. When did we start? Was it June when we came back in studio with the new stuff?
Let's call it June. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's going to hold us to it.
Yeah.
June. It was June.
It was very fortunate because here everything shut down obviously, and so being able to go into the studio the way they set it up, obviously not ideal. It's better when we're all in the room together. I think we'd all agree.
It's funner,
but it's definitely more fun, and it was nice to have. Not to break it down to a paycheck, but it was nice to have a paycheck to get through. It took a little stress off everything else that was going on. So it was nice that we were able to continue. And I'm like my wife, for example, she teaches ballet. That got completely shut down. She just started going back now. So if we were both kind of trying to survive, it would have been definitely added to the stress level. So, Corner Gas, thank the heavenly gods and Brent Butt too, it's come through so many times in my life. I can't even believe it.
Do you know, mine's almost the same but different in that I was furloughed for 5 months, and so I was at home doing nothing, but I was working on the site like there's no tomorrow. So helped a lot with the anxiety and what have you. So that's the reason.
Oh yeah.
Thursday. So I got a lot of nothing done. But
when things go to poop, it puts a lot of things into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it certainly does. Yeah. So Lorne, how did you find working in isolation?
Awesome. You mean isolation in the studio?
Sorry, when you're recording.
I miss everyone else. It's good to hear the few people that are there, but it's much more fun when I can hear everyone else and we all have a quick visit and laugh and kind of have a check-in kind of thing. So you hear about someone's regularity, which is also awesome. It's Fred down there. And Eric too, but he's not on this call. Poop. Yeah, there you go. So it's good. That fills me with his health is good, so it makes me feel better.
You must get a lot of reading done then, Fred.
Well, yeah. All right, let's not talk about my morning meetings. Let's talk about Corner Gas here.
It's when the missus finds a book with the last page missing that it gets a bit worrying.
We'll leave your executive time alone. Okay.
Actually, it has put a damper on when we're all together in the same room. Nancy and I do like to change lyrics of popular songs to poop related. We don't get to do that anymore. So.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near as good at I don't pick up that slack around the house, like join in with the singing and the dancing and the poop songing.
The poop songing.
Speaking of nice segue. My social.
Jeez, if that's a segue, where are we going?
You'll guess in a minute. My social media went nuts the other day because we have the return of Thunderface.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For forever. So who is the Thunder in Thunderface?
I think it's we're.
That is a good segue.
There's no Thunder without us. Without us as a group.
And who's the face, I suppose, is the other side of it.
Yeah.
So
it's really all open to interpretation for sure.
Yeah. There's a great it's funny, I came across an old photo that we took on the day where it was the three of us in the old 80s glam rock setup.
Oh yeah.
Brent with the chops and Nancy with the not Pat Benatar, the big blonde curl, the big comb back or whatever you call it, and then me with the lover boy kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
it was
a great shot.
It kind of made me giggle. That.
So I had the Rob Perrells, right? I said
Rob
Perrell because our key grip on the crew had the big mutton chops, and so when I was doing this rock and roll character, I said, "Give me the Perrells."
I just spent a couple of days making a Thunderface poster. So I've been staring at that photograph for about a good few hours.
Oh yeah, you got that one? You know the one I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah. I'm making an interactive episode guide at the minute for the site.
Wow.
It's a huge project, and it should be great when it's done. But I'm trying to make it not be just a list of episodes. So I've been doing all these different inserts, and there's like an episode. There's an advert for the Ruby with a 2-for-1 coupon that's been ripped out, and it's in another page and stuff like that.
Sounds really neat.
So it's going to take me a while. So I've stopped writing at the site for a while just so I can get it done. But it's good fun. But I'm kind of tired of that picture right now. So, Fred, you obviously are the singer and frontman of Thunderface. Who is your vocal inspiration?
Singer, I don't know about frontman, but singer.
Oh, I get a hint of Sinatra in there.
Sinatra.
With just a touch of Marilyn Manson, and maybe a little bit of Connie Booth.
Yeah. And was it a prairie dog and a grinder, or what was it? Can't remember. When I'm a terrible singer, but I wish I was that was one of those things that being a rock star would have been. I probably would have hated it, but the idea of it would be really cool, like just being on stage. But my anxiety would go through the roof. Like you wouldn't get me on stage, or I'd turn into like addicted to something just to get by. But
you were reminiscent of Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. That's not bad. I was actually going. For me, it was a really bad impersonation of AC/DC. When he's like, capital cash, it's your legal state. Like I was kind of going for that a little bit. If I had my newsy hat, it'd be kind of like this. But it was fun. Like that and the hockey episode were big deals for me because they're both kind of those sort of like dreamer things. Like got to be in a hockey movie, kind of. Got to play some hockey. Got paid to play hockey, kind of professional hockey player, and then got to be a rock star for a day. Brent and who else was in the? We went over to the sound studio and got to sit in the booth and bang out Brent's lyrics.
Nancy had her bass there. She actually played the bass.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So, Lorne, do you feel a little bit left out of the Thunderface action? Seeing as you've got guitar skills as well, obviously.
Next question.
It's a real sore spot with him.
You could be a roadie.
Yeah, I like sitting on the sidelines. It was really enjoyable.
Kind of like your rugby career.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Listen, I gotta go.
I gotta
go. This is taking an ugly turn. I gotta go.
So you've got a lot of good guests on this season as usual. Who have you got? And
we got Andrea Martin, who's one of my comedy heroes. She comes on and actually sings a commercial jingle that I wrote. So that was super fun to record. We have a fun wrestling episode with Lance Storm and Bret the Hitman Hart and Trish Stratus doing voices.
Yeah.
Jason Priestley, a handsome young fella. Who else? Oh,
Kissel.
Brett Kissel just won the Canadian Country Music Association's Male Artist of the Year. He plays Lauren's character Davis loves country music, and he's touched by this country song about this guy singing to his dead dog. And so we needed a country singer. I reached out to Brett Kissel if he would do it, and it was really funny song.
So when the wrestlers came into the audio booth, did they have their entrance music? Everywhere
very low key. Very low key individuals.
I'm a little bit. There's no grudge matches going on in the booth, or
they hit me in the throat. Don't get me wrong. I was pile driven twice by. Had Bret Hart slapped the figure 4 leg lock on me, the sharpshooter. But otherwise, very low key.
Yeah, I'm sure you came back and off the ropes and
big headbutt. That's my only move, the big headbutt.
Well, that's the same. That's us English people have got that nailed. It's we do headbutt very well.
I've seen it.
I haven't. I'm kind of out of. When I was a kid, the wrestling was huge for me. Bret Hitman Hart was a big deal. Remember the Hart brothers, the tag team?
Yeah.
Do they still do the tag team matches and what is it now, WWE and that stuff? They still have the big tag team stuff.
Oh yeah,
I think that's staple.
I used to love that stuff. And the Hart brothers were like primo for the one guy would distract the ref while the other guy would be giving the guy the knuckles and like in the corner turnbuckles and stuff.
We used to go. My dad used to take us live every Saturday for a while, and we actually saw Stu Hart was still active and throwing elbows and slapping people in pain and stuff. Yeah, it was like the boys were boys.
Stampede.
Stampede wrestling with Ed Whalen in the Ring-a-Ding-Dong Dandy.
That's the most tongue-tied
Yeah.
I've ever been in my life. I met Ed Whalen at an airport once, and it was like meeting the Beatles or something. I was so
Yeah.
tongue-tied I could barely talk to him. And the week before, I was doing improv on stage with Robin Williams. That was fine, no problem there. And then I met Ed Whalen. I was like, "Hey, Mr. Whalen, I went to the show all the time." I told him I watched Stampede Wrestling all the time, and he said, "Oh, the Colgate Comedy Hour."
I saw a fantastic video of The Rock on Facebook the other day. It was a big stadium somewhere, and he had a lady wrestler rousing him out and giving him a hard time, and she was being really hard, and he was giving it the eyebrows. But he was mouthing out everything she was saying. It kind of took the edge off of it a little bit. You could just see him going,
Working the lines with her.
yeah.
Those are my lines.
So if you had any, an Arcade Fire, that was the other one. I don't think you
Oh,
mentioned.
right.
Yeah, Arcade Fire.
Yeah,
That was
I
a
had-
fun-
Jay and Dan too, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Jay Onright, Dan O'Toole.
I had an Arcade Fire joke written for this, and then I saw the trailer or a bit of clip on the group video that was on the other day, and it was my joke was already in there. You'd already thought of it, so I've stuck it. It was hilarious, I can assure you.
That's all that matters.
It was all about friction from flippers on a pinball machine. So, so if you had any guests for future seasons, who were your dream guests?
Steve Martin. maybe?
Oh, Steve Martin would be good.
There's a lot of, there's issues with doing U.S. or non-Canadian guest stars, though, because then you start, you have to satisfy all the different unions, and each country has their own things, and then you're paying royalties to different things, and it becomes an administrative nightmare. And I would love to be able to expand and have some other cameos instead of
Maybe we should get the hockey boys in there, McDavid and Crosby and Matthews.
Yeah, we are looking at doing some of that, actually. I thought it'd be nice to have some hockey. I don't want to give names out now in case it doesn't happen, but we're reaching out.
Oh, excellent. How about the Queen? Have you asked the Queen yet?
She won't give me her number.
I've got it.
Damnedest thing. I have her email, but she's always like, I hardly ever check that. Right, you're the Queen.
Oh, I don't know.
I
don't want to put.
You could get Harry and Meghan for $5.
Yeah, didn't they move here in Vancouver?
Yeah, they're actually looking for work, so.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Some of the images I saw on the previews, there's some big scope stuff on there, the animation front. I suppose that must come from what we were talking about earlier, from having a bit of extra time. But some aerial shots of Dog River and stuff, it looked really nice. Is there a lot of stuff? Was that something that you wanted to do, sort of expand on the?
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of expand some of the establishing shots that we use, and we wanted to show a little kind of prairie beauty. Have some beauty shots, and the folks at Smiley Guy, they made some amazing shots. Wait till you see the Christmas episode. Some amazing beauty shots of Dog River in the winter. Sunlight, like sundown kind of stuff. Beautiful shots.
Yeah, it looked really, really nice. So I've moved swiftly on in my notes here from animation to writers. I think you've got some new writers this season. Is that right?
Yeah, I think each season, we've been able to fold some new writers into the mix. So I just feel it's nice to have, if it's a blend of some people who've been around forever, like Andrew Carr and myself, who've been there from season 1, and then some fresh, new, younger blood, fresh eyes, keen young talent, and we've found some amazing writers that have worked out really well. So, like I said, I think these scripts are probably the best. The episodes have come together; they're the best. We've found our stride as a show, I think, right now.
Yeah. It's is there any news on? Because anyone's going to ask me, and I'm sure you get asked every day, but any news on the animated show coming to like UK and everywhere else besides?
not that I'm aware of at this moment, but I know that it's being worked on. I know that people are trying to make it happen. I have no news forthcoming at this moment.
Blast. It's ever so hard to write a site about a show I haven't seen.
Could you just let Canada have one thing, Ian? Do we have to give up everything we have? Can we just not have one thing to ourselves?
Well, you've got well, yeah. All right, you can have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want the world to have it. It means I might better chance of me having a job for longer.
Hey, if we can get Tom Jones, I mean, he's got a huge demographic. So
Yeah,
I've heard that. I saw that written on the toilet wall.
him and Davis can have a sexy off.
Hey, yeah. That's a good shout. I'm gonna have some nice dreams this evening.
Yeah, that's right, baby.
So with the timeline is something I was interested in because I get asked about that a lot. So we're 3 seasons into animated and 6 seasons of live. Is there going to be a point?
And the movie. Don't forget the movie.
And the movie as well, obviously. Sorry. Is there any point in where the timelines of the 2 shows are going to either catch up or cross over and possibly rip a hole in some sort of continuum where we will get a Roger Rabbit style episode involving
That's funny.
Yeah, that already happened 2 years from now.
Oh, fantastic.
I think I just pulled something in my head.
I ran out of gas just before I hit 88.
It would be cool, but sounds like early mornings and makeup trailers and stuff. Which
Yeah, we'd have to shave. Forget it.
Yeah, this would have to go. I'd have to get dressed fully.
I was wondering, I get asked that a lot when they do these, is whether I'm wearing trousers, pants. And I always say no.
That's the great thing about Canada is like pants and trousers work here. We
Yeah,
understand.
that works.
Yeah.
Sofa, Chesterfield, it's all.
I did not know that.
I mean, chips and crisps that give us a bit of a what?
Yeah, it's
Crisps.
what else is there? So I've probably, because when I'm writing, I always try and taking that into consideration. If I think if I write trousers, I would, oh no, pants. And is there anything else that I should be knowing about on that front? Because I'm obviously lacking in my
Elevator versus lift.
Right.
I actually went through this with I wrote a novel over the summer, over like a three-month window. I wrote a novel, and one of the characters is is Irish. And so comedian Ed Byrne, I've known him for years.
Oh yeah.
I reached out to him to say, hey, because the backdrop of the story is about touring stand-up, and one of the characters is Irish. I said, would you read it to let me know if I'm making her sound not Irish or stupid or what any flaws? And there were some. So it was great. We had a little Skype meeting, went through and explained why having her say this thing wasn't quite right, was not Irish, and it was illuminating.
Yeah, it's and you were. I saw you put a few posts up where you were working on a screenplay. How's that going?
Not as well. It's still on the works, but I'm having a hard time with the screenplay. It doesn't know what it wants to be, whereas the novel knew exactly what it wanted to be, and I just ran with it. I just let it hammer out.
Yeah. Oh, so to be continued. Is there
the screenplay is to be continued? Yeah, for sure.
Excellent. Well, I know we're looking forward to some news when you have it. I have my screenplay just here. Mine's finished.
Good work. Well done. It's not easy to write the end on something. That's a difficult thing to get to. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's not very good, I'd imagine, but
that's all right. The first step to writing a good script is to write a bad script.
Yeah, but that's just why I've been saying to people, I've let a few people read it and say, please don't just say well done, very good. Just if it's rubbish, tell me, and then I learn then. So yeah, we'll see. So something might happen. But yeah, I mean, so congratulations on everything to everybody, and all the awards and everything that you've been doing has been wonderful. The fans that I speak to and hear from daily appreciate everything you do and can't wait for new material and a new season. There's so much love for you guys out there, and thank you for filling up my spare time as well. So yeah.
Well,
Well,
thank you, Ian, for the job that you do as well, spreading the Dog River love far and wide. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thanks for having so much spare time.
Yeah, I'm so lonely. So there we go. There was my little chat with Brent, Fred, and Lorne. I hope you enjoyed it, like the cliche goes, as much as I enjoyed making it. And I did. I enjoyed it very much, and I thank the lads for joining me and having a giggle. So don't forget, October the 12th is the date for the season premiere of Corner Gas Animated Season 3. And then we get between 11 and 13 episodes all told, including a Christmas episode, depending on how many the powers that be have decided to put out, as Brent mentioned earlier. So please do go and check out that. It'll be a lot of fun. If you want any more background information on the show, please do go and visit my website, www.cornergasfan.com. We've got all sorts of stuff there, making of, behind the scenes, biographies of all the cast and crew, monthly news updates on all their other projects, not just Corner Gas, the other movies the guys are doing and TV shows. We have music from Odds and Murray Atkinson, guitarist from Odds, and all sorts of fantastic stuff. Recipes. We've got recipes on there for chili cheese dogs and chocolate bars from Canada. We've got that as well. There's all sorts of stuff there. 5 years worth almost. So please do go and have that. If you want to send me a message or anything you'd like to see on the site, or if you want more videos, just send me an email. The address is on the contacts page at the website. Now, where the Jackass Cast is confirmed, don't worry, this is all the information bit. Don't speed forward, this is important. Jackass Cast is also available. Loads more interviews from all the guys, Fred, Lorne, Brent included. They've all been on before, and all the other cast as well. And some other very special guests that are loosely related to Corner Gas, like Colin Mockery was on a few weeks ago. That was good fun. Please do check that out on your favourite podcasty place. It's available on all of them: Spotify, iTunes. It's even available on Amazon Music's new podcast platform. It's only been available for a couple of weeks, that one, but we got straight in there. So please do go and have a listen and get in contact if you want to hear anybody particular as a guest, and I'll see what I can do for you. So anyway, take care of yourselves, people. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Maybe we'll do another video and I might get some proper lights or something so it's shine off my baldy nut and you could, like the Aurora Borealis, might go twang. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Take care. I didn't know you couldn't say that on telly. Fred said it just now.